I know some players out there are a bit confused with the changes that ZOS is making with hybridization in Update 51. A lot of people have been asking questions on the channel here about what the changes are to Major Sorcery, Minor Sorcery, Major Prophecy, and Minor Prophecy. And I've even seen these questions on the forums. Some people are a bit confused at how this change is going to affect their gear, if they're going to lose any power or anything like that. So let's go ahead and kind of break down the details from what we know so far from the Week 1 public test server patch notes for Update 51. For almost the last decade, ESO has carried around a redundant spell-only buffs. They said Major Sorcery, Major Prophecy, and Minor Prophecy used to be, of course, a thing that was separated out because of the old magic and stamina era. But once hybridization started years and years ago, a lot of this stuff kind of got left in limbo and it was almost dead weight. And they have finally gone back to that hybridization fix with Update 51. This is going to remove these and consolidate them into a unified hybrid buff. So now you will see Brutality, which gives you both weapon and spell damage. Then you will see Savagery, which will give you both weapon and spell crit chance. That's the entire system. No more sorcery, no more prophecy. Those are being completely removed from the game. No more spell-only versions of buffs that already had weapon equivalents. And here's the more important part. ZOS has stated we will not lose any power. Now, of course, the testing over the next several weeks in the public test server will either prove this right or wrong. We'll have to wait and see. But from what they have stated, the numbers didn't go down. The labels just got consolidated. Every build that relied on sorcery or prophecy automatically maps to the new hybrid versions. So once again, they're just trying to clean up that buff system. Now, to go along with this, in case any of you have missed it, Mundus Stones are seeing some changes as well to fit into this hybridization system. The Mundus system kind of finally is catching up with the rest of the game, or what they have been planning with the hybridization system for so long now. So the warrior previously gave you weapon damage. It will now give you weapon and spell damage. So this is your new offensive stone if you are using something like the Apprentice for spell damage. Now the Apprentice is going to change completely because it used to be spell damage. Now it's going to be 8% experience plus inspiration gain. So this is a complete identity shift altogether. The Apprentice is no longer a combat stone. It's now a leveling and crafting stone. So if you need spell damage, you now will take the warrior. And if you don't know where to find those, or if you're not a part of a guild maybe that has the Mundus Stones available in their guild hall, you can find the warrior in Malabal Tor, Alakir Desert, East March, or Cyrodiil. This change is going to surprise a lot of returning players, I think, because most people that have not played in several months or several updates may log in and realize the Apprentice is not giving them that spell damage anymore. It will be great to have something in the game that gives you 8% experience and inspiration gain. That's something we've not seen before. But like I said, if you need weapon and spell damage, you will need to go over to the warrior Mundus Stone. And once again, that's just kind of to put everything in line Mundus Stone wise with these new hybridization changes. Now they're also making an update to the classes, which I talked about in a video a few days ago. We're seeing changes to the Sorcerer, the Templar, the DK, and the Nightblade. If you have not heard about this yet, check out my video, and I kind of explain all of this and what's going on with these changes in that video for each of these classes. We also see some changes to alchemy because of hybridization. I may make a separate video about this because there's a lot of stuff kind of involved with this when it comes to new ingredients and stuff like that. But just kind of the Cliff Note version, Update 51 will rewrite the alchemy trait system. Traits consolidated to match hybridization, new traits added in, things like Vexation, Mending, Force, Heal, Absorption, and Damage Shield, different kind of iterations of damage shields, I guess I should say, and 4 new ingredients, of course, are being added in. This is the largest alchemy update we've seen since launch. We have not had really any changes much to alchemy since the game was released. To me, it's going to shake up PvP potions more than I think it will anything else. I think we'll see the PvP potion meta change. When it comes to PvE, so far, for me personally, I have not seen, or at least in my opinion, I have not seen anything that's going to change up, your potions that you're using in PvE instances. But when it comes to PvP, this will be something that PvP players will have to adapt to. And this is really, once again, just trying to match everything with this new hybridization system that they are finally really finishing. I guess I shouldn't say new because it's been going on for a long time. They're just now getting back to it. Now, the one question I have seen a lot of people ask here on the channel, or of course on social media or the forums over the last week, is this going to affect the Oaken Soul Ring? And really, is this going to affect anything that I have that has Major Sorcery or Minor Sorcery or Major Prophecy or Minor Prophecy on? They said they are being removed to simplify the buff system. They are now going to be consolidated into Brutality, which gives both weapon and spell damage, and Savagery, which gives both weapon and spell critical. So you're going to see these things that I'm assuming how they're going to do this is kind of relabel these tooltips to where this stuff that maybe had this wording on it before should be updated to the new hybrid version. ZOS did confirm the Oaken Souls or the Oaken Soul Ring will dynamically translate its buffs into the new hybrid version. You lose 0 power. So once again, they're saying we're not going to lose power from it at all. That will also take some testing. We all know that some things sometimes in patch notes sound good, or the way they word it sounds good, but it doesn't necessarily work out like that in game. So if you were running the Oaken Soul before, you should not see a difference in it once update 51 is released. This patch is kind of the moment the ESO finally becomes a full, I guess, hybridization kind of game. The thing they have been working on for years and years now. No more spell and weapon identity crisis. No more redundant buffs, and no more Mundus Stones that are really stuck back in pretty much 2014. This is really just to clean everything up and kind of bring that hybridization they envisioned into the game finally. And there's still more changes I think that they're going to have to make to really get to the point they're wanting to. Some people like the idea of this, some people don't. Some people like the old way of it being magic or stamina. Some people don't like the whole kind of hybrid idea. But it looks like that is the direction we are going inside of ESO. Leave me a comment with your thoughts. And of course, if you like the video, hit the like. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.